It's this thing
Hey,
move
you
out the
guys.
way.
No, excuse me.
Oh,
Excuse me. I'll do the introduction. I'm gonna have to
okay.
cut. Look, Janae, cut. Now we gotta start over because of you.
Hey guys, this is a Baco podcast. As you can see, we have a moody Nay, and I'm Deja. Welcome back.
I'm Nay. How are you? Today we're doing High School Musical 2.
What episode is it? 11, 12?
11, 12, yeah, 1 or 2.
1 or 2. So let's get started, guys. This is our famous disclaimer. We don't own anything that you'll see on here. No gifts, no information, not even the pictures.
We don't own none of it. None of High School Musical, Disney, none of that.
So let's get started. Here's the plot line for HSM 2. If you haven't watched it, I don't see how you cannot have watched it. It's a phenomenal movie. It's summer break.
You do have people out there that say, "Oh, I've never watched High School Musical." I haven't met one yet, but you do have people out there that say they haven't watched it or they didn't like it, which I don't see. Now 3, I didn't really care for.
I'm actually good. While you sitting there
3
talking,
is good, but 1 and 2 is the best. 2 is actually the best.
2 is the best.
Number 3, my lord. Oh my God, I'm sorry, off topic. All right, so basically the plot of High School Musical 2, they just got released, as you can see in the picture. Summer break, kids at East High are out for some fun in the sun. Unfortunately, they're broke. They all broke. They need summer jobs. So my boy Zach hook them up with a job. But I feel as though another reason with this plot, Sharpay gave Troy the job. So he kind of helped out his friends. But we're going to talk about that later on because that kind of made me upset how they was all hating on him. But I'm the one who got you this job. But, next, that basically sums up the plot, just to let you know.
And if you haven't already noticed, we're doing the same format as we did with High School Musical, and we're going to do the same with HSM 3. So here's our advantages and disadvantages for the characters.
I don't have any advantages or disadvantages on here because she pretty much did all the work.
Yeah.
So and pretty much it would have been the same thing anyways.
Yeah.
So
I'm about to say one of his advantages, he gave his friends a job. I never heard that before, but that was kind of true.
I expected him to do that, but I just didn't like how they was just hating on him. Like, I'm the one who got you this job. You would not be cooking like Zeke. You would not be cooking these little pastry puffs if it wasn't for me. I just don't like how they was coming for him. And that's another thing I dislike about 2. Y'all went from what's that song? Together. What happened to that? Where was that at?
I think the main issue was he was getting them handy down. Well, that's for Sharpay. That's for another slide. But I say Troy disadvantage was he easily got influenced by Sharpay's abilities to get him to where he wants to be, where he have all these money, hanging out with the Red Hawks or Red Falcon.
Yeah, Red Hawks. I think it was a Red Hawks.
I think it was Red Hawks or something like that. And so he easily forgot about who he was and about the things he planned with Chad, Gabriella, and his other friends.
He didn't forget anybody. I gotta put me first. I'm just saying, he literally could have put everybody on. Y'all knew he was a star basketball player. And for him to get an opportunity like this is once in a lifetime, literally. He could have got famous. He could have helped Troy. Zeke could have had his little pastry.
You mean Chad?
No, Zeke, because Zeke the one who be cooking. Because Zeke is on the team.
But you said help Troy. Don't you mean help Chad?
Yeah, but Zeke is on the team too. You can't forget about him. What about his little puff pastry business he want?
He could easily grow that from the ground up.
Because it ain't like they ain't friends either. I feel like Zeke is not much looked at. Y'all look at Chad before y'all look at Zeke, and I don't like that.
But to me, like you said, what he had was a once in a lifetime opportunity. What junior going on senior in high school play basketball with the Red Hawk basketball team?
That's what I'm saying. And I just felt like they was hating on him because, and I don't like the fact that it says he forgot about Chad, Gabrielle, and his other friends. He did not forget about them. He was still trying to hang out with them, but they was all like, "Nah, man, go hang out with your little team." I just didn't like that. If y'all jealous, just say that. If you mad, just say that. Don't try to sit here and be passive aggressive with me only because I'm doing a once in a lifetime thing. Come on now. He could have helped Chad out by saying, hey,
he really could.
My friends is really good at basketball too, but now Chad want to be passive aggressive. So now he get what he get.
But I'm gonna talk about Chad when we get to the Chad slide. But we have a new thing called honorable mention. Honorable mention. He gave his friend. You might as well say he gave the whole school a job.
He really did. And that's another thing. I gave you a job. They asked for me.
He's a real MVP.
Not even that. They asked for me, not for you. They asked for me.
You know what? You could tell the writers of HSM was not petty. Because if it was us, I was like, they asked for just me.
For real.
They didn't want y'all.
Because they making me mad, Troy. Now Gabriella,
she made me upset this whole entire movie.
She was doing too damn much.
When she was singing "Gotta Go My Own Way," I literally thought she was gonna leave the film, like leave the whole movie. I like it never come back.
Exactly. She made it seem like she was going across the country.
I was like, especially when she looked back at him, I was like, girl, are you leaving Albuquerque, or you just like, what you gonna do?
She would be too needy. She was way too needy. I want all that man attention. Like, come on now. You know I got this basketball life going on for us. For us? I got this basketball going on for us.
One of her, I say advantage, I guess she's still the same Gabrielle we know and love from HSM, but we saw her get a little snappy with Sharpay, and her advantages, like I said, she's the same Gabriella, so she gonna put up with a lot of stuff until she started exploding, which gave her that advantage of being snappy with Sharpay. And an honorable mention, she finally had enough of Sharpay crap and gave her a peace of mind during this movie.
Right, come on.
Her advantage is she's the same Gabrielle we know and love at HSM. Except for she got a bit snappy. We saw a little angry side of Gabriella. I didn't think she ate during that argument with Sharpay. She really didn't eat. She didn't went in on her.
I don't care for her.
In this movie, she made me upset.
She just did too much for me.
And her disadvantage, of course, she is way too nice, and she allowed things that bother her happen.
Literally, yeah.
She really got on my nerves. And she finally stood up. Her honorable mention is she finally stood up to not Gabriella, Sharpay. It was weak though. That was a weak conversation. Even now, like at 8 or like 7 years old, was like, she's so weak. Yeah, let's go on to the next. Here goes
Chad. I've been waiting to talk about Chad. I don't know why he didn't trust Troy. He got a whole bunch of disadvantages to him.
Wow.
It's more disadvantages than advantage.
Wow.
Chad don't care about Troy for real. And I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, he cared, but I feel like he one of them friends that if he had an opportunity to mess somebody over, he'll be the first one to do it. I feel like if it was actually Chad that got that Red Hawk, I hope it is Red Hawk. I think it is.
I think he did.
I feel like if Chad was in Troy's position, he would not have cared about his friends. He would have been playing basketball with him. He would have played basketball with him. I just feel like if the other shoe was on the foot or whatever, however that saying go, I feel like I keep saying Troy, but Chad, I feel like Chad would definitely mess Troy over and not care. I feel like he wouldn't put him on. There's just so many disadvantages to Chad. I feel like he's not a good friend because yes, I understand he's thinking about, the team and all that stuff, but he's thinking about too much of the team. And I feel like if the Red Hawks was to come to Chad instead of Troy, he would have took that deal without no hesitation, not even thinking about the team. My thing, if he was in Troy's shoes, it would be over with.
My thing is, he was being a bit dramatic, especially when Troy was
mad because he didn't get the offer.
Let me finish. He was being a bit dramatic because when Troy said, I tell Zeke I asked Swiss on my burger, he was like, he got upset about it. Like, you can't. He asked for Swiss and Zeke put American cheese on it. What you getting upset for?
For real.
With Chad, I felt like Chad should have been the captain of the team instead of Troy.
He should have. Troy was too focused on doing that musical. Too focused on But at the same time, it wasn't like he wasn't being productive. I felt like everything he did was for the team. Because look, he got them all a job. Everybody.
He really did.
He literally put everybody on. What would a Chad didn't even think about doing nothing like that for nobody.
But then Chad said he want to take Monique, not Monique, Taylor out on a date with her woman.
That weak relationship. Bro. Ain't nothing going on there. To be honest, I felt like, what did they have in common?
I don't know.
Taylor was smart. Taylor was smart. Chad is a jock.
Okay.
What do they got in common?
Opposites attract.
I felt like Troy and Gabriella was more compatible than anything because he actually liked musicals. He actually wanted to sing with her, but he was embarrassed because of people like Chad. I'm sick of it. People like Chad. Or I hope you put the dad in here because the dad is the worst one.
I haven't put the dad in here.
Yeah, I wish you would.
But I say in this movie, I say in HSM 2, his dad, Troy's dad did calm down. It somewhat picked back up in High School Musical 3. It's somewhat.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't like those type dads that I want to live my dream through you. No, just because you didn't make it, or just because you had me, don't mean I gotta follow your dream. And that's basically what Troy did. The only reason he did the Red Cox probably was because of his dad.
I seriously think that Troy's dad had him at a young age. You cannot tell me he did not have him at least at a young age.
I don't know what it is with those type dads and like wanting their son to grow up like them. Like, oh, I want you to be pro NFL or pro, basketball, NBA. Like, I don't know what it is. Either they had kids early or they got some type of ACL tore up or knee injury. I think it's always a knee injury. It's always a knee injury.
I just want to say my other theory. I think I said it in the last video, but I seriously think that 17 Again with Zac Efron is the prologue of High School Musical.
Yeah.
But let's get back to Chad. An honorable mention with Chad is he didn't try to manipulate Troy to do what he wanted to do. He just let him do his own thing. And I will say an honorable mention is I was surprised that Chad was friends with
he
Ryan.
Did not manipulate. He manipulated the heck out of Troy.
How?
You making me mad because this is not true. The reason why I said it, who gets mad because they're doing better with their life? Who sits there to get upset? Oh, you're not even hanging out with us no more. You're not hanging out with the team. You don't care about the team. Who gets mad like that? Like, he literally manipulated him thinking that he's doing something bad because he's doing the Red Hawk stuff. Like, he literally manipulated him into that. He let that man think Troy was walking around Albuquerque thinking that he was wrong because he was getting special treatment, which he didn't even know he was getting special treatment.
He knew he was getting special treatment. Troy knew he was getting special treatment.
I'm just saying, like, I don't care what nobody say. Chad is a manipulator.
Yeah, he technically is, but Troy already knew.
Technically he is.
Troy already knew he was getting handouts easily. This man only worked at Lava Springs for about a few weeks. I said it in the other slide, but we're gonna talk about that on the other slide. But I was very surprised when Chad made a friend out of Ryan. Like, they was cool. I was very surprised by that. But we're gonna go on to the next slide because she seems like she's so upset. She's so bothered.
I am bothered. I don't know why we got her on here.
Next is Taylor.
She wasn't really like, one thing I can say about her. I mean, nothing was really going on with her in the movie except like gave her some advice. Like you said, nothing. I mean, she really didn't do nothing negative. I mean, she was just pretty much. Was this no, this wasn't. This wasn't a movie. Because I'm about to say, was this the one? That was the first one when they did that little science fair thing and they shut down the power. Yeah, so
she was. I say Taylor was pretty cool. I wish she had like her own moment. Besides,
she didn't really have a big part in two for real.
No, I say like her only solo moments is when she was talking to Mr. Fulton about stuff that were going on at Lava Springs, like coordinating and stuff. But other than that, she was like pretty chill. Like I said, honorable mention is she warned Gabby that Troy was changing, and Troy was changing. So I guess I could give her a little pass this movie.
Yeah, she didn't really do much for real.
Next is Ryan. I say Ryan, besides Troy, had one of the biggest parts in HSM too.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan wasn't really doing nothing crazy. It was pretty much his sister that was doing stuff. I mean, like you said, he broke from Sharpay and he made some new friends. I mean, that's it.
One of the disadvantages, I didn't see any disadvantages. Honorable mention is he finally had enough of Sharpay antics and was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do my own thing. And he started being friends with the East High Wildcats with Zeke and Jason and all them boys.
Mm-hmm.
He really glowed up. I can say that. But his sister, on the other hand,
she was doing too much. She was being way too thirsty for Troy. Like, you could just tell
she was like, over the top. Was crazy. I was like, your dad's not gonna tell you to chill out.
Like, she was going way too over the top.
Like, she was getting this man deal after the. It seemed like every day he come to Lava Springs, he got a new stuff coming up to him, a new job. This man started off working dishes, working like as a waiter for how many days? For about 2 or 3 days, and he already moved up to a higher position.
Mm-hmm.
I will say she's a good planner. That's one of her advantages. She's a go-getter.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. And like you said, in an honorable mention, she finally got the reality that things always can't go her way or what she wants.
Yeah, and her disadvantage, that downfall, was her selfishness clouded her views of Ryan and Troy's wants and needs.
Mm-hmm.
So this is how we can fix the plot. We can fix the plot by everyone trusting each other, but really it comes down to Troy putting his foot down and not accepting Sharpay's handouts, especially when he started working at Lava Springs for probably for the whole total of the movie, for probably like for a few weeks, maybe a couple of months. And who knows, but he was getting $500 plus tips.
Oh yeah.
Well, I would have never. I hate to say it. I'm back and forth on that situation of who's right and who's wrong, who's the villain. But Troy should have kept that dang $500 job. He really should have kept. I wouldn't care. That's just me. I wouldn't care. I would have told her, I ain't gonna sit around with you bums in the kitchen dancing and crap. Shoot, I gotta make this money.
For real.
Like, I'll be like, Chad, didn't you say you want to take Taylor out on a date in the new car? Where's your car at? Where's the car? We don't see it.
He ain't got that car.
So now we're on to who had the better duet, Ryan and Chad, or
most definitely had the better duet,
or Troy and Gabriella. Okay,
just let them know right now.
Yeah, Ryan and Chad. That song "I Don't Dance," that was such a. They really tried to downplay it. I don't know why the fandom really tried to downplay that song. I somewhat download.
Whoever made that song, they need a raise.
They really do. Especially whoever choreographed this whole number, they need a whole raise. To make Corbin Blue dust his hand off to the beat like that. Bro, come on, man.
Yeah, they did that.
That's just off
that to me was the most definitely the better duet.
That song Every Day was kind of weak, I ain't gonna lie to you. They thought they were gonna have we all in this together moment, but girl, but I will give it a run. He did broke it down for him in that Everyday song I saw on TikTok. I was like, okay. Yeah. Here goes track ranking list for HSM2.
My number one is definitely Bet on It. I love that song. Then we got I Don't Dance is definitely number 2. You Are the Music in Me. I love 3. Work It Out. Gotta Go My Own Way. Every Day. Fabulous. I should have put Fabulous as number 5, but it is what it is. Off one. What Time Is It? Basic. You're the Music in Me. Basic.
Which Sharpay?
Yeah,
okay.
Basic. I'm about to say that was the last one because remember I said You Are the Music in Me with Troy. And I put Gab. I ain't feel like filling out Gabriella. But yeah, that's pretty much my track list. I mean, number 1 is definitely, Bet on It is definitely number 1.
He did look good in that all black in his skin. I don't know, they put some kind of toner on him or what.
I don't know what it is.
Good. I'm assuming it's because he been out in that Albuquerque sun all day.
Definitely.
He looked good in that. Whoever dyed his hair or did the highlights or whatever, they did a good job. Whoever gave him that fit in that song should have got a whole raise.
For real.
My list is number 1, I Don't Dance. That was it. Nobody can tell me nothing. 2, Gotta Go My Own Way. 3, All for One. 4, You Are the Music in Me. Troy and Gabriella. Let me just sit that out there. Number 5, What Time It Is. Number 6, Every Day. It should have been number 10, but y'all already see what number 10 was on my list.
Number 6 too.
7, Work It Out. 8, Bet on It. It should have been up top. It should have been up top, but who knows? Number 9, Huma Huma Nuka. That's the only duet I like from Sharpay and Ryan.
Yeah, they put that on there. I say that mama don't even deserve to be a track list. I hate that song.
I think it was pretty good. If I listen to it now, I jam out to it. Number 10 should have been number 11, or it should have been on this list at all. Number 10, Fabulous, and number 11, You're the Music in Me with Sharpay and Troy. It sounded like it did not fit him.
He didn't even like it. I actually put Sharpay and Ryan. I forgot it was with Troy.
Yeah, that's what I said, but ain't he a backup?
I think so.
But,
you know me, I had to put Bet on It. It's gonna start at 1 minute because we ain't got time to be playing the whole video. Yeah, that's it right there. That's it right there. Look at them bangs.
Whoever did this outfit should have gave him a whole raise.
I should have went on part. Did you ever? I love that part. Did you ever? All right, cut it. We don't want to get copyrighted. Can't play too much of that heat.
Or that fire.
Too much of that heat.
That fire.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta put this on here, bro.
We can only play a little 15 seconds. We don't get.
I just want to get to the part where he dusts his hand off to the beat. I didn't even know that because I was slow like that. So, but this was good. He's gonna kill it. Yeah. Just do my thing. They ate this song, bro. Oh, he did it.
You're gonna have to cut it right there.
He probably play it again. Okay, so
she laughs at me because of what I put. That's why she laughing. Because she put an actual list, but I just put nothing. Everything, nothing. I wouldn't change nothing. Everything panned out the way it was supposed to be for its time. Even though there were some moments I wanted to change and look back, it made me realize no matter what you do, there's always somebody else that want to stop you from doing your dream.
Which is you. But my wishes is I wish we had more Chad and Taylor moments, because it kind of felt like the Sharpay and Ryan and Troy and Gabriella movie.
I mean, it basically is about them. What was Chad and Taylor doing other than Chad being Troy behind? I mean, what was he doing? Only thing Chad was worried about was the team. And Taylor, she was worried about that science stuff. So next, Chad, Taylor, and Ryan.
Actually, not in this movie.
Girl, Chad already had that little solo.
I want them to have their own solo, like with
how they did it. And the third one, the whoa.
Anyways, number 3, I want to have more moments against Zeke and Jason more instead of them doing their little funny moments or whatever. 40.
Jason looked like he was slow. Like I'm not as like slow, but just funny slow. Like
Miss Darby. So how was your summer vacation?
Yeah, he just seemed like he's one of those type of people that just wants to be funny. He don't really care about school for real.
I always predict that he's gonna be back at East High, probably as an assistant basketball coach or something.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those type guys.
4, I want Zeke to have his own song, like sing along at some songs instead of being the background dancer or whatever. And 5, lastly, I want more Kelsey instead of her behind the piano or composing. I want her actually in the mix of the drama. And I think that's it for this. Yeah, that's it for the slideshow for HSM 2.
Yeah, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Even though I had a little rant about Chad, because Chad is the worst character ever. I don't care what nobody else say. I don't see how y'all fall in love. Yes, Corbin Blue, I love, but Chad as a person, I hate.
It's fine. Chad.
Yeah, you're right. Corbin Blue is fine, not Chad Danforth.
Danforth.
That attitude kills it for me.
We can fix that.
No, ain't no fixing him. You always trying to fix somebody. Who are you, Joe Goldberg? Trying to fix some damn body.
I love Joe. I love you.
I love Joe.
I love him.
Yeah, don't worry about that. We can fix that. We can fix you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.